nobody slow me down. There's a fire in my chest, it's forever burning out. Even when the wind is trying just to push me to the ground, I stay steady, I stay ready, I was built to take the crown. It's more than power, it's belief, more than luck, it's destiny.
It's a flame that keeps on rising even under pressure heat. I walked through seasons where the light felt far away. Clouded skies, heavy thoughts, hope began to sway.
But something deep inside could whisper and move on to say, voice of strength telling me I belong. When the world says stop right there, I hear go beyond instead. When they say it's over now, I see new roads ahead.
This joy doesn't depend on what my eyes can see. It's rooted in the unseen, building strength in me. It's peace inside the chaos, it's calm inside the storm. It's certainty when everything feels shattered and torn.
I carry in my chest a love that never breaks. It pushes me forward every step I take. It's not about possessions, it's about who I became. Changed from the inside, forever not the same.
If they try to box me in, I'm breaking every wall. If they build another limit, I'm rising overall. I can cross every boundary standing in my way. There's something greater holding me every day. This joy is living in me, a fire that will never fade. The kind of peace I'm feeling can never be taken away.
I can run through every barrier, I can rise above what I see. Nothing in this world can stop me, cause the power lives in me.
I'm going higher, I won't fall.
This joy is my shield and armor, is the reason I stand tall.
They told me it was hopeless, they said it's not your place. But I learned the word impossible is just growth in the skies of faith. When everything turns darker, I remember the light I found. When doubt begins to whisper, I stand on solid ground.
It's not about attention, it's not about applause. It's about a heart that's steady, living by deeper laws.
I've seen closed doors turn into open ways. I've seen tears become strength in later days. Every fall was training, every scar a sign. Now I step much stronger with a clearer mind.
I know there's a purpose, bigger than resistance,
And that conviction lifts me in every circumstance.
if they try to box me in, I'm breaking every wall. If they build another land, I'm rising overall. I can cross every boundary standing in my way.
There's something greater holding me every day. This joy is living in me, a fire that will never fade. The kind of peace I'm feeling can never be taken away.
I can run through every barrier, I can rise above what I see. Nothing in this world can stop me, cause the power lives in me.
I'm going higher, I won't fall. This joy is my shield and armor, it's the reason I stand tall.
I'm never truly alone, even when it feels quiet. There's a presence turning dust into something defined, making roads out of nowhere, turning fear into drive, strengthening my spirit, keeping hope alive.
When fear tries to get louder, I remember where I've been. Every unseen rescue was the reason I could win. I step firm in this life, feel jump over doubt and pain. Nothing holds me captive, no invisible chain. I move forward, I expand, I break what used to bind. The love surrounding my story, restore my heart and mind. This joy is living in me, a fire that will never fade. The kind of peace I'm feeling can never be taken away.
I can run through every barrier, I can rise above what I see. Nothing in this world can stop me, cause the power lives in me. Joy inside my heart, peace beyond control. Love that keeps me standing no matter what unfolds. I'm rising, I'm advancing, nothing can restrain. This fire that keeps guiding, it's flowing through my veins. Nobody saw my silent nights, but every tear shaped my fight. I almost gave up on tomorrow, but something greater held me tight. There were chapters I tried to erase, moments I didn't want to face, scars hidden under a smile, open wounds that lasted a while. I carry weight nobody could see, strong outside, breaking in me. Pain was louder than my faith, peace felt so far away. Belief felt small and weak, that was all I could speak. Quiet on the outside frame, but inside I burn in flames. Questions with no reply, long nights asking why. I thought a mark inside would define my whole life. I believe the past was final, like the end of my design. The pain was permanent, and quitting crossed my mind. But in the most unexpected hour, when everything looked like it would fall, something touched deep within and reminded me I'm not small. Where it hurt, now there is power. Where there was fear, now there's direction. The same scar that once broke me now speaks of resurrection. A brand new story started in me. What was pain became a lesson. Only the scar remains as proof of restoration. What I lost does not define me. What survived made me strong. I've got 1,000 reasons now to keep moving on. I was rebuilt inside, my heart reaped inside. What once held me captive no longer control my mind. I learned every fall was training for the rise. That the silence hurting me was shaping my future life. It wasn't quick, it wasn't light. There was process, there was fight. But while I kept enduring, something new was coming alive. I felt a hidden care, even when unaware. When I thought I stood alone, strength was always there. The wound became a scar, the scar became a sign. The sign became the fuel for a stronger climb. I'm not the fear I felt, not the pain that stayed. I'm living proof that time can heal what once betrayed. Everything I thought was gone was restored inside my chest. I found my joy again in the middle of the test. Where it hurt, now there is power. Where there was fear, now there's direction. The same scar that once broke me now speaks of resurrection. A brand new story started in me. What was pain became a lesson. Only the scar remains as proof of restoration. What I lost does not define me. What survived made me strong. I've got 1,000 reasons now to keep moving on. I was rebuilt inside, my heart redesigned. What once held me captive no longer control my mind. I'm not a prisoner of yesterday or the tears I cried before. Every difficult chapter built me stronger to the core. If pain tried to stop me, it never took the crown. There's a living hope within that keeps lifting me now. I raise my head and walk with courage in my eyes. If I survive my past, nothing can stop my ride. The scar is not my shame, it's proof I overcame. My brand new story will never be the same. A brand new story started in me. What was pain became a lesson. Only the scar remains as proof of restoration. Everything I thought was lost came back as inner strength. Now I've got 1,000 reasons to go any length. Rebuilt from the inside, my heart refined by fire. Who once tried to break me now pushes me higher. New story, new vision, new day, new ambition. What once felt like a burden now fuels my mission. I felt the impact before the sound. Something shifted all around, like distant thunder calling me, saying don't stay where you're bound. I was moving on autopilot mode, fast heartbeat but an empty road. So much noise around my name, but deep inside it felt the same. I knew there had to be more, that this wasn't all my story. There was a space inside my chest, waiting for a deeper glory. Then I heard a different tone, not ordinary, not weak. It cut through every layer, reached the core, I couldn't speak. Like an arrow flying straight, breaking walls I built within, shattering old foundations, letting something new begin. It wasn't meant to destroy, it was meant to refine. A fire that cleans the inside, without crossing the line. If you're gonna move fully. If you're gonna touch, go deep. I don't want a shallow moment, I want something I can keep. If you're gonna come fearless, no limit, no disguise. Break into the hidden places, open up my eyes. So come like never before, break every chain.
side. I want depth, I want expansion, even if it shakes my pride. Growth can hurt, I know it will. Stretching past will feel safe, but worse than pain and progress is a life that stays in place. Something new is rising now, I can feel it in my soul, like a strong one pushing forward, helping me take control. It's not just a fleeting feeling, it's a lasting shift in me. Rebuilding from the inside, setting my spirit free. When this presence fills the room, nothing stays the same. Fear begins to lose its voice, courage fuels the flame. I don't wanna stay where I was. If there's another height, if there's a higher calling, I'm ready for the fight. If you're gonna move fully. If you're gonna touch, go deep. I don't want a shallow moment, I want something I can keep. If you're gonna come fearless. No limit, no disguise. Break into the hidden places, open up my eyes. So come like never before. Break every chain inside. Coming like what is grown cold. Let new life arise. So come like never before. No barriers, no fear. Break into my inner world. Make transformation clear. Oh, come move. Oh, come move. Oh, come move through. If my story's gonna change, let it start with you. Don't let me go back to shallow after tasting something real. Don't let me keep on walking if I forget what I feel. I don't wanna drift without direction or speak without conviction. I need that inner alignment that resets my foundation. If I try to run from growth, remind me why I began. If I try to hide my weakness, show me who I am. I don't just wanna hear the sound, I wanna live the change. Don't let me stay the same if I was made to rearrange. So come like never before, with power and with light. Break resistance in my chest, turn darkness into sight. So come like never before, shatter doubt and fear. Let something new awake deep within me here. Don't let me stay untouched without transformation spark. Don't let me walk away without igniting my heart. Oh, come move, oh, come through. There's something greater's waiting, let it start brand new. If I cry in the midnight hour, it's not weakness, it's design. If pain is knocking at my door, I've learned it's part of the climb. Some days the weight feels heavy, silence screams out loud. But even when I don't understand, I know there's purpose in the cloud.
I can't hide it in my eyes, the things I've been through lately. Some nights feel endless, stretching far beyond what saved me. I speak less, think more, there's battles no one sees. On the outside I keep walking inside, I'm on my knees. Why is this valley so deep? Why does this trial remain? But something inside reminds me that growth can come through pain. I know there's a purpose, even when it's unclear. If I'm walking through fire, it's refining me here. It's not punishment, it's shaping. It's not distance, it's design. Every tear that hits the ground is water and strength in my mind. If I cry, it's cause I believe there's something greater ahead. If I call in the midnight, it's cause my hope's not dead.
If the night feels never ending, I remember the promise inside. What looks dark in the present will turn into tide.
It's not in
vain. Every tear that falls, it's not in vain. Every midnight call, if there's a road before me, there's direction inside. If fear tries to hold me, your voice leads me right.
It's not in vain.
The process that built my frame, I wasn't forgotten. Invisible hands remained. If I try to give up, something pulls me back home. In that unseen embrace, I'm never alone.
Sometimes I question if I'm strong enough to stand, but mountains are formed one layer at a time by hand. Every season brings pressure, every phase has its role. I'm not a victim of chance, there's a mission for my soul. If I'm being pressed hard, maybe I'm being prepared for something bigger than I saw while I was scared. The pain didn't freeze my future, didn't steal who I am. It revealed deeper layers hidden in the plan.
I'm not defined by valleys or by fear. I once I'm defined by resilience, by pushing through. If I cry, it's cause I believe there's something greater ahead. If I call in the midnight, it's cause my hope's not dead. If the night feels never ending, I remember the promise inside. What looks dark in the present will turn in the tide.
It's not in vain.
Every tear that falls,
It's not in vain.
every midnight call. If there's a road before me, there's direction in sight. If fear tries to hold me, a voice leads me right.
It's not in vain.
The process that built my frame, I wasn't forgotten. Invisible hands remained. If I try to give up, something pulls me back home. In that unseen embrace, I'm never alone. There's a covenant unseen that time cannot erase. There's a living promise that teaches me to wait. The tears that once fell didn't paralyze my heart. They made me more aware of who I really are. If I fell, I rose again. If I feared, I stood tall. Every sleepless night wasn't wasted at all. Now I understand clearer what once felt like pain. It was silent preparation for greater gain.
It's not in vain. Nothing I lived through.
It's not in vain.
Every fight I push through. If there's a pathway, I know I can trust. If I try to quit, a voice lifts me up.
It's not in vain. What reshaped my side, now I carry more strength deep inside. If the night tries to silence the fire in my soul, there's a living promise that keeps me whole.
I ain't ready to beat, boy. Ice cold beats and a deep cold.
When silence gets heavy and my mind runs fast, we shadows get closer and doubt is cast. I felt that cold inside my chest, but now I know it's not the end of the test. Loneliness knocks without a sound, trying to drag my spirit down. Whispers that joy won't come back, that my dreams are off track. Painting gets loud inside my head, painting pictures filled with dread, trapping me in endless loops, forgetting deeper truth. And you steps in and says it's you, trying to shrink my point of view, painting limits in my sight, trying to dim my inner light. Dreams smaller, stay contained, hide your gifts, don't be unchained. But that's not the truth, I know, that's not the voice that helps me grow. There's a sound louder than fear, a steady word I always hear. When everything says freeze and stay, it lifts me up and clears the way. I hear the voice that says keep going, be strong, keep growing. Don't fear, don't break the shelter for your sake. I am not alone in this, there's a covering I can't miss. When fear begins to scream, a voice rebuilds my dream. Be strong, be courageous, even when the ground shakes. There's an unseen refuge that never fades. I felt trapped inside my mind, like the world was undefined, like the light had disappeared and the future wasn't clear. But I learned that every thought doesn't always speak the truth. Not every loud opinion has authority over you. Fear can knock at my door, but it won't decide my end. I choose to believe there's more, a higher hand to defend. When everything inside wants to step back and quit, I remember there's a purpose that I was built to fit. I wasn't made to live restrained, or how was placed in me. If there are gifts within my soul, they were meant to be set free. There's a sound louder than fear, a steady word I always hear. When everything says freeze and stay, it lifts me up and clears the way. I hear the voice that says keep going, be strong, keep growing. Don't fear, don't break that shelter for your sake. I am not alone in this, there's a covering I can't miss. When fear begins to scream, a voice rebuilds my dream. Be strong and courageous, even when the ground shakes. There's an unseen refuge that never fades, and it will always be this way. Even when I don't say, even when the night falls down, that voice stays with me. If loneliness tries to mute my sound, I'll remember who I am. If panic tries to shut me down, I'll stand and take my stand. There's a constant presence near, holding every part of me. When my mind tries to escape, that makes me proud. Hear the voice that says keep going, be strong. Keep growing, don't fear, don't fight yourself down for your sake. Be strong, be courageous, and worse is things my soul when fear says it's over now. That voices take control, and it will always be this way. Through pressure and through storm, there's a greater strength inside, keeping my heart warm. Stronger than loneliness, stronger than the fear. I choose to trust the voice that's always near.
I look in the mirror, see something small, but deep inside I feel a call. Flesh and bone, fragile frame, yet there's a fire that won't stay tame.
I look at myself, I feel so small, caught between fear and wanting it all. So ordinary, so confined, living loud inside my mind. My hands have built so many things, still they feel like empty strings. I've touched dreams, I've chased plans, but something slipped right through my hand. My heart beats loud in my chest, but it's searching for something beyond the rest. It doesn't wanna just survive, it wants to truly feel alive. I'm tired of shallow living, tired of automatic days. I'm tired of selling, breaking through, tired of automatic days. I want something breaking through, be unpredictable ways. There's a space inside my soul, nothing common can fulfill. There's a hidden thirst within, only the eternal can heal. If these hands can reach what's real, then reshape the way they move. Turn my actions into purpose, give them something to prove. If my heart can't feel the truth, then change its rhythm deep until it beats in harmony with promises I keep. Come, come, come,
And invade my inner space. If you stay, then stay for real. I don't wanna walk alone, I don't wanna lose what I feel. If I remain, it's cause you came. If I breathe, it's cause you're near. I only find where I belong when something greater's here. Come, just come. No division, no disguise. I surrender, both my hands and the heart behind my eyes.
I try to build my home in places that wouldn't last. Every time I thought I arrived, I felt stuck in the past. I searched for meaning in applause and validation, but none of that could hold the weight of my foundation. I don't just want existence, I wanna truly belong. Align with something deeper where my spirit goes strong. If my hands are empty, fill them up with aim. If my heart is beating, let it be for more than fame. I don't want talent without direction, or power without control. I want every step I take to echo in my soul. If these hands can reach what's real, then reshape the way they move. Turn my actions into purpose, give them something to prove. If my heart can't feel the truth, then change its rhythm deep until it beats in harmony with promises I keep.
Come and invade my inner space. If you stay, then stay for real. I don't wanna walk alone, I don't wanna lose what I feel. If I remain, it's cause you came. If I breathe, it's cause you're near. I only find where I belong when something greater's here. Come, just come. No division, no disguise. I surrender, put my hands and the heart behind my eyes.
I found where I belong. It's not a place, it's presence, not a physical location, but unshaken confidence. When I try to run away, I realize it's home. It's not about geography, it's where my soul has grown. My shelter isn't concrete, it's connection and trust. It's where my weakness finds strength, where broken things adjust. I'm more than just a body, more than thoughts alone. There's something everlasting deep inside my bones.
Come and invade my inner space, transform all that I am. If I'm gonna live this life, let it follow a greater plan. I found my true refuge
I look at myself, see something small, but I feel an endless call. Flesh and bone in a fragile frame, yet there's a fire I can't contain. I see my weakness in the mirror, coming so chasing something clearer. I don't wanna stay shallow, repeat the same tomorrow. My hands have touched success before, still reaching out for more. Tired of predictable lines, avoiding any designs. My heart keep beating for more, it won't settle for the usual. There's a fire inside my chest, rejecting the superficial. I know I was made for higher, not your routine and control. There's a space inside of me, crying out for something whole. I don't wanna just exist, I wanna live with meaning. I won't let my gifts sit still, or my purpose stop breathing. If my hands won't reach beyond, then reshape the way they move. Turn my actions into impact, give my life something to prove. If my heart won't burn for real, for something deep and true, then change its rhythm now, make it beat for you. Come, just come, invade who I am. If you stay, then stay, completely rewrite the plan. I only remain in this presence, I only breathe in connection. Take my hands and transform them, take my heart in your direction. Come, just come, no limits, no disguise. I don't wanna live empty, I want purpose in my life. I try to fill the emptiness with things that fade away, but everything temporary couldn't make me stay. I search for home in noise and applause and validation, but home is not attention, it's inner restoration. I learned my shelter isn't built of stone, it's a state of surrender where I'm not alone. When I choose to let go, something shifts inside. It's not about losing control, it's about trusting the guide. If I'm gonna live this life, let it be intense and real. I don't want half of, and I want depth I can feel. I give my hands away to be led beyond. I give my heart away to be strong and respond. If my hands won't reach beyond, then reshape the way they move. Turn my actions into impact, give my life something to prove. If my heart won't burn for real, for something deep and true, then change this rhythm now, make it beat for you. Come, just come, invade who I am. If you stay, then stay, completely rewrite the plan. I only remain in this presence, I only breathe in connection. Take my hands and transform them, and take my heart in your direction. Come, just come, no limits, no disguise. I don't wanna live empty, I want purpose in my life. I found where I belong. It's not walls, it's peace. It's safety in the storm, it's pressure it releases. Where fear loses power and hope begins to rise. It's knowing even small, I'm built for greater heights. If I must lead a shallow, I won't look behind, because I discovered something that satisfies my mind. Come, just come, fill every space in me. If I'm gonna live a story, let it be eternally. I found my shelter, I found direction clear. Beyond the natural, transformation lives here. Take my hands and use them, take my heart renew. If I'm gonna walk this journey, let it align with you. Come, just come, I choose to go beyond. Beyond the normal line, beyond what I've known.
I remember the beginning, when everything changed. An unseen touch, and nothing stayed the same. What was bright turned into light, what was heavy felt free. That was the moment I knew something awakened in me. I remember when I found that different kind of peace. I Not a passing feeling, but something that wouldn't cease. Everything felt brand new, even the way I breathe. Like my steps had finally learned how to believe. The embrace, I felt it sky, gave me strength to move ahead. Even when the road was filled with fear instead. I failed so many times, thought I wouldn't rise, but there was always something lifting up my life. I thought I had control, thought I knew the way, but pride was still inside, leading me astray. Now I don't wanna resist, or pretend I understand. I've learned when I let go, that's when I can stand. If I'm gonna move forward, let it be open-handed. If I'm gonna keep walking, let it be fully surrendered. I surrender again. No conditions, no disguise. I surrender again with open eyes. Touch me once more, big night, walk through cold. Feel every empty space, that time was stone. I can't see myself, instinct, I can't see myself alone. If there's life inside my chest, it's from what I've been shown. Sometimes I get distracted by the noise around and forget the first part that lifted me from the ground. Routine tries to steal the fire of the start, but I don't wanna live with just a memory in my heart. I want constant flame, not a momentary high. I wanna stay aware of the reason why. When I think I'm strong enough without any help, that's when I realize I can't do this by myself. I need that steady touch that reach my chaos peaks, that turns insecurity into strength that won't cease. Now I don't wanna resist or pretend I understand. I've learned when I let go, that's when I can stand. If I'm gonna move forward, let it be open-handed. If I'm gonna keep walking, let it be fully surrendered. I surrender again. No conditions, no disguise. I surrender again with open eyes. Touch me once more, ignite, walk through cold. Feel every empty space that time was stone. I can't see myself distant, I can't see myself alone. If there's life inside my chest, it's from what I've been shown. Surrender isn't weakness, it's knowing who I am. Small before the infinite, you're part of a greater plan. When I try to be enough, pressure pulls me down, but when I fully let go, I feel solid ground. I don't wanna just remember, I wanna live it now. The fire of the first day burning somehow. If I'm gonna continue, let it get its deep. Today I choose surrender. This promise I will keep. I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Surrender, surrender, so I surrender. Without fear, without control. I surrender again. Completely, heart and soul. Touch me once more, feel my inner space. I can't imagine living without that embrace. I surrender again. That's my decision now. If I'm gonna live this story, let surrender show me I remember the beginning when everything changed. And unseen touch when nothing stayed the same. What was great turned into light. What was heavy felt free. That was the moment I knew something awakened in me. I remember when I felt that different kind of peace. Not a passive feeling, but something that wouldn't cease. Everything felt brand new, even the way I breathe. Like my steps had finally learned how to believe. The embrace I felt inside me strength to move ahead. Even when the road was filled with fear and scared, I felt so many times, thought I wouldn't rise, but there was always something lifting up my life. I thought I had control, thought I knew the way, but pride was still inside, leading me astray. Now I don't wanna resist, pretend I understand. I've learned when I let go, that's when I can stand. If I'm gonna move forward, let it be open-handed. If I'm gonna keep walking, let it be fully surrendered. I surrender again. No conditions, no disguise. I surrender again with open eyes. Touch me once more, ignite what grew cold. Feel every empty space that time once stole. I can't see myself, I can't see myself alone. If that life inside my chest is from what I've been shown. Sometimes I be distracted by the noise around. If I get the first spark that lifted me from the ground. Routine tries to steal the fire or the start, but I don't wanna live with just a memory in my heart. I want constant flame, not a momentary high. I wanna stay aware of the reason why. When I think I'm strong enough without any help, that's when I realize I can't do this by myself. I need that steady touch that bring my chaos peace, that turns insecurity into strength I won't see. Now I don't wanna resist, I pretend I understand. I've learned when I let go, that's when I can stand. If I'm gonna move forward, let it be open-handed. If I'm gonna keep walking, let it be fully surrendered. I surrender again. No conditions, no disguise. I surrender again with open eyes. Touch me once more, ignite what grew cold. Fill every empty space that time once stole. I can't see myself distant, I can't see myself alone. If there's life inside my jails, just from what I've been shown. Surrender isn't weakness, it's knowing who I am. Small before the infinite, yet part of a greater plan. When I try to be enough, pressure pulls me down. But when I fully let go, I feel solid ground. I don't wanna just remember, I wanna live it now. The fire of the first day burning somehow. If I'm gonna continue, let it be this deep. Today I choose surrender, this promise